Hello, everybody. How are you today? Well, this evening. Whew. I don't know about y'all, but it has been a very long day. But God said to sit down and turn the camera on. So I am sitting down and turning the camera on. My background is different tonight because my family is home. And this is the quietest place that I have to focus. So I'm sorry the background's not pretty. But God doesn't need pretty to talk, so Father God, we thank you for everything that you've done. We ask that you just come in this room right now. May you speak to us. Holy Spirit, flow through me. I'm here to answer the call. Okay. Ministering angels, I ask that you come and sit with us. Yamaya. Yamaya. Grandmother Ocean Primordial. That has the Mother Earth energy, grandmother energy, nurturing, healing. So maybe you're feeling like you need a little TLC, a little tender loving care. Or maybe someone needs it from you. In Rama, wonder, voyage, crossing deep waters, pilgrimage, journey of the soul. With these two coming out, I have a feeling that whoever you are, whoever I'm reading up for, you're being physically called to nurture, which means you probably have some sort of spiritually healing gift. You may be a Reiki master. You might do sound therapy, aromatherapy. You might be in the physical realm. You might be a nurse. You might be a doctor. You might be a physical therapist. You could be a cook as well. Healthy diets, that's important. But there's nurturing and caring and creating and really respecting life. And then with this card, you're traveling, you're physically in a boat. Like, you can't swim yourself. You're literally physically, you're moving. You're in a boat. You're leaving. You're going somewhere. So maybe whatever you start, you might have a traveling business of your own, perhaps. Ministering angels. Come sit. Before I turned the camera on, I was listening to the music to, just relax, get my head in the right space, and, see what the theme was. God talks to me a lot through music. And the songs I played were sad, soul deep, yearning, like, let's say it's Chris Stapleton. Sometimes I Cry was the last one, and that song hit me so hard I had to start singing it, and I just felt it really deep in my chest. So maybe some of y'all are going to go somewhere to get healed from that soul ache. A lot of us have been through a lot of things over the past couple years, and a lot of old wounds have been opened up. We've been forced to deal with a lot of things we might not have been ready to deal with yet, or thought we had dealt with and found out we hadn't. Let's see. Other guy, please clarify Yamayan why this card came up for the energy. Alright, King of Swords. Okay, we had the Hangman come out reversed. King of Swords wanted to come reversed and then bounce back to upright. You have Six of Wands. Well, initially, what I'm getting is you need to be decisive about something. Like, every time I look at the King of Swords, I see King Solomon and that heavenly divine wisdom. But the Hangman is reversed. You got the Six of Wands here. Two of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Page of Swords, and Seven of Cups. I feel like you have to make a decision. Like, you got a lot of opportunities and you're ready to go with the Page of Swords. And with the Queen of Wands, like, you got something just blooming inside you, just like you want to take off. Victory is there. This is going to go a little deep. Then you got the Seven of Cups. So it's like you got a lot of options. Or you're sorting through a lot. I see money. I see the past. I see growth. Queen of Swords. And Nine of Wands. I feel like, well, what I'm getting is with this being upset, like, I feel like you have a calling. You have this wisdom that the world needs. With the Queen of Wands, I feel like you know that you have this too. And I feel like you know that you were called to be the King of Swords because you have the Queen of Swords down here. And with the Queen of Swords and the Nine of Wands together, It's like you've made the understanding of who you are spiritually. You've gotten there spiritually, but you haven't gotten there physically. Physically, you're stuck. You don't know how to balance who you are supernaturally with who you are in the physical realm. With the Two of Pentacles here, and the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Swords, and the King of Swords. Excuse me. That's too much. That's too much royalty. That's just too much royalty. Page of Swords, you're ready. You're ready to start your mission, and you know you're going to be victorious. You just don't know how. And I don't know if you're in denial of it. I don't know if you're just refusing. Like, I feel with the Seven of Cups, there is so much that you are meant to do. So much in so many different ways. I mean, there's an array of different things in that cup. And it's not necessarily that you have to choose one, but I feel like you're being forced to acknowledge who you are supernaturally, who you are spiritually. What is your spiritual identity? What is your soul identity? Like, who are you, not who the world told you were, or what your 3D self portrays you to be in this holographic world. But who are you? And this could be for a man or a woman. Like, this energy, I feel it's like there's quite a few of y'all being called out, honestly. King of Swords, Hangman, Star, the Fool, Death, Five of Wands, and the Moon. Yeah. All right, with the Moon, the Five of Wands, the Death, and the Fool all lined up here, I really feel that God is asking you to allow the world to see who you really are in spite of the conflict. I feel like he's asking you to die to your carnal self, die to your ego, die to this 3D reality. Take a true leap of faith. Trust in him. Trust that he knows. Trust your higher self. Trust that innate part of you. Trust your gut. Take a leap of faith for the wish fulfillment. Because you really are divine. You really are. And I really feel like somebody is avoiding it. As to why, that I don't know. My guess would be fear. That's generally the root cause for a lot of things that we do. Let's check out Imrama. Wonder Voyage, Crossing the Deep Waters, Pilgrimage, Journey of the Soul. So perhaps, maybe that's it. Maybe you really are afraid because you physically have to go do it. And you know you have to leave. And you're afraid of leaving. All right, you got the Ace of Pentacles. We got the World. We got the Page of Cups. So right off the gate, I feel like if you take that leap of faith, the money's right there waiting for you, but you have to go get it. But Spirit's handing it to you. The world is right there. I mean, it's the world. You got the trumpets. Da, 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 you've arrived. Da, 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 your blessing is here. Da, 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 da. You've won. You know, and then you have the Page of Cups here. I mean, it's going to be fulfilled. Like you're going to get. You're going to go get it. Whatever it is that is going to be your wish fulfillment. Right now, with the Page of Cups, at least in this deck, I always see it as you're going to get something. Sometimes, yes, it could come to you, but I feel like with the skeleton in it, on one level, it is saying your cup's empty, it's bone dry. You're going to go fill it up. You're going to go take care of that. You know? On the flip side, it also says that, you know, you could be going for something, or you're getting something, I should say, that is a bone deep desire, a bone deep wish fulfillment. So take it how it resonates. But this is what I'm picking up. I don't always read the cards the same way others do. I do understand why they read what they read, but God speaks to me through the actual images, and I just get other stuff. Eight of Swords. You might feel restricted, like you might feel trapped. Maybe you need money and it hasn't come yet. Four of Wands and the Empress. Alright, Eight of Swords can either be you're restricting yourself, or either things are out of your control. So for you, you'll have to take it how that resonates. But some of you might have your hands tied. Like there's literally nothing you can do. Things could be hung up in court. Things could be hung up in logistics, depending on whatever your scenario is. Others of you, you know, you could be self-sabotaging. You know, you could be the reason why your money isn't here yet. That I don't know, but I do know that you have the Empress here beneath the Page of Cups. And with the way that they're both facing, it's like it tells me you're going to go get your Empress. Because over here, you had the Queen of Wands and you had the Queen of Swords. There's only two other queens left to make up the Empress. But the Empress embodies all of them. And I feel like if you take that leap of faith, you'll get the last two queen aspects of yourself and be the Empress, and you'll have your Four of Wands happiness and contentment. Like they're celebrating, they're happy. What else for Imran, my Lord? Queen of Cups. Queen number 3. And then we have Eight of Pentacles. Is there anything else? I just need one more card, Holy Spirit. Alright, we got the Eight of Pentacles and we have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. So, with the Ace of Pentacles in the world and the Page of Cups, I feel like, you know, you really are going to have your money in the world. You just have to go get it, which is why you have Imrama. You have to go get your new world. You gotta go get your money so you can have your world. Like, I feel like for you, there has to be some sort of physical movement. It might not be across the globe, but there has to be some physical action, some physical movement. But I really feel like it's actual movement to a new location of some sort. Maybe you're moving your business to a new location. Maybe your family's moving. Maybe, maybe you have to move to take the opportunity that's being offered to you. With the Eight of Swords and the Four of Wands, and this four quadrant here, like, you might need the money to get the world, which is why you feel like you can't have your Four of Wands right now. Because I felt really sad before reading, like, just struggle, like, just sometimes you just cry in frustration, you just cry in irritation, and you just get stuck, and you just don't know, and for whatever reason you're having trouble changing that perspective, and you just keep trying to balance yourself and not self-destruct like that ship is in the back. But then with the Queen of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles, I really feel like you need to have faith in yourself. And with it below the Ace of Pentacles, I feel like you need to have faith in your Creator and faith in what you know in your knower that He told you, one, to do. Because I know a lot have been instructed, and I'm speaking myself. As you can tell, there's not many videos on this channel, and that's because I have been a closet tarot reader. There's plenty of people that still don't know, even though I'm putting this out there. They will find out. I will let them find out. And maybe y'all are in that kind of position. Maybe a lot of people are having their, 5D ascension and their spiritual awakenings, and they're coming out of their shadow work, or they're just starting their shadow work, and they're getting into tarot reading, or aromatherapy, Reiki, some sort of supernatural healing business, metaphysical shop, some sort of course study, but something that deals with the divine essence of what makes us us, where we're teaching, helping, and healing somebody. I'm tingling, so I'm pretty sure that's what it is. There's a lot of you that are being called out. There's been a prophetic word that I've been following. And the misfits and the forgotten, the castaways from the church, there would be a time that they'd have their time. And there's a lot of misunderstood people who have been hearing from God for years, and they know they've been hearing from God for years, but people around them have made them feel crazy, made them feel like they didn't know what they were talking about. A lot of people have been getting on medication, because they've gotten anxiety or depression or something from stifling their supernatural giftings, because nobody around them believed them, and everybody made them feel like they were going insane, even though there was nothing wrong with you. So if you are one of those people who have been feeling like you're insane, that have been feeling like you're being called to something, that have been feeling like that you have this mission, a soul purpose, you have something burning in your chest that you need to get out, then this reading is for you. And I am telling you to take that leap of faith. Being on here is one of the scariest things I've ever done. I'm a very private person, and I love helping people. I love giving them God's messages, and I have no problem doing that. It's generally one-on-one. It's intimate like that. I'm very one-on-one type of person. So this is very abnormal to me, very new for me, and a little nerve-wracking. So if you are in this same situation, I'm telling you, you will be better if you just take that leap of faith and do it. Some of you might have been having throat chakra issues, and if that's the case, then try doing what you feel in your gut you're supposed to be doing now. We have the 22 portal open right now, with it being February of 2022. And there's a lot of extra, simplest way to say it, supernatural assistance right now. So this is when you really want to hunker in, really go in for that last, God, what is it that you want me to do? When he gives you that sign, that last final sign that you just asked for the 10th time, you need to take that sign and you need to actively obey. No matter what, you need to have faith. Be smart, of course. Like if you have children and stuff, just don't be popping up willy-nilly unless God told you to pop up willy-nilly, then yes, do it. I also know for a fact he will catch you and there will be provision, but it is an exhilarating uh, faith walk. Very exhilarating faith walk. But you'll have the blessings. There'll be work. You know, the getting your world and your 4 of Wands, it'll take work. And you might not be at the Empress yet. You know, you're going there. You'll get the Empress when you take action. Because the Empress didn't get there, you know, by being scared. She's not afraid. She's very self-assured. She's very confident. And she's very abundant. And I really feel like whoever you are, you have a lot to give. I feel like you have a lot to offer the world. You really have a message on your chest, and the world needs to hear it. Somebody needs to hear it. And I really feel like you need to take that step. But a double-minded man, a wishy-washy-minded man, is an indecisive one. An indecisive one, you know, they miss the ship. You know, a lot of damage gets done. A Page of Sword, you know, here, if you're going back and forth, you know, you don't know where to swing. So you kind of have your sword resting there. When it's time to pick it up, make a decision. You might have multiple things. You might have multiple things that you feel called to do. And you might feel the urgency simultaneously. Choose one. Choose one. Which one is the loudest for you? Which one is the one that calls to you the most? Write a list of everything you want to do. If you've never done it before, start doing it. Try it out. You'll find out right away if you like it or you don't like it. If you're not sure, put a question mark. Buy it and come back to it. Try it again later. If you definitely don't like it, swipe it out. You already took something off the list. You're that much closer to finding out. But whatever you do, you need to be active. And you really need to change your perspective and not stay in a state of fear. Because you do have the power to set you free, yourself free. With that 8 of Swords, you really do. What else for him wrong with Holy Spirit? The 8 of Wands. Ace of Swords, King of Pentacles. So now we have the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles. We got the Ace of Swords. We got the Ace of Pentacles. We have the 5 of Swords. And we have the Devil. With Justice at the bottom. Alright. Let's see. Alright. So, with the 8 of Wands, it tells me when you leave wherever you're coming, wherever you're going to, when you leave, you're going to start a whole new cycle, and that's going to take you into a deeper level of transformation. Like, since I actually started obeying God and turning on the camera, no matter what the consequences, no matter what the fallout with my family and friends, no matter what the fallout with my art, no matter what happens. My throat chakra opened up, my anxiety went away, I was able to go to sleep again, and I learned a whole bunch more stuff about myself, and I had a ton of new downloads spiritually during devotions. And you'll get that because you made that decision like a king. And because you made that decision, all this is enacted. You're going to have your Ten of Pentacles. You got the King of Pentacles, for crying out loud. You have a whole kingdom. You got more than 10. You got a whole kingdom. You'll have your bounty. You'll have your business. You'll have your fulfillment. But what you need to do in order to do that is you need to get rid of the things that no longer serve you. Whether it be drugs, alcohol, whatever is laid on your heart. Certain things affect certain people differently. So you're taking what you need and leaving behind what no longer serves you. So maybe you had a Reiki business in the past, but you feel called to go another route and add on to it, but that involves schooling for aromatherapy or something like that. All right. Well, okay. Well, you need to move for that. You need to go somewhere for that, perhaps. Not necessarily everything's online now, but it's physical activity. But with the devil, it's not always bad. It just means that there's something that's stuck in us, something we might have an obsession over, like fear. You know, fear could also be the devil. Devil's in the details as well. So, you might be afraid. You need to release that demon. Demon of fear needs to be gone. I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. You need to tell that demon of fear to be gone. Maybe it's the spirit of poverty. You have a poverty mindset. Get rid of it. Because I really feel like it's not so much a physical addiction as so much a spiritual one. Sometimes we're addicted to our own toxicity because that's all we know. That's what we're comfortable with. It's the devil that we do know. But if you're being called out by a spirit to being the nurturing one, to heal the world, to bring, new life into this new 5D era that we're shifting into, you can't take the old toxic part of you. You got to let that go. So with this, it's kind of like dying to yourself, dying to your old life, dying to the old ways that no longer serve you, no longer benefit you, that are hindering you, that are holding you up. And perhaps when you do that, you'll be able to change your perspective. You won't be stuck no more. You'll be able to see clearly. You'll have the answers it is that you need. And then you can perhaps make the right decision. But I mean, you have the King of Pentacles, you got the King of Swords, you got the Queen of Swords, you got the Queen of Cups, you got the Queen of Wands. That is a lot of royalty. That is a lot of royalty. And I find it interesting, though, that you have to go get the Queen of Cups. That really does tell me that there is something you're denying yourself internally. Perhaps it is self-love, and it's not fear that's holding you back. Maybe it's the feeling of being unworthy. But you have no right to feel unworthy. You're a child of the Most High God. You were created by Him. You were chosen for this soul burning desire that's in your chest. You don't have a right to feel that way. You're the Empress. You just need to see yourself as the Empress. You just need to choose to see yourself as the Empress in spite of the conflict and anything that may come up. You just put it down. Put your fears down, put your anxieties down, give it to Jesus. Just stick a pin in it. Just give it to Jesus. Just give it to Jesus. I mean, with justice at the bottom, you're going to win. But I also feel like you're the justice for other people. Because right below that, you have the Six of Pentacles. Below that, you have the Three of Swords. You really need to get out of your head about it and just do it. I really feel like in your bones, you know what it is you need to do. You know, but it's not pretty enough. It's not anything right. But here below the Ten of Swords is the Ten of Cups. And you also have the Four of Pentacles. Like you'll be sitting pretty. But you don't need to be sitting right now. You sit when you get your money and everything right. With all this kings and queens and the Empress, I really feel like also you need to get your affairs. There's a lot of pentacle going on. I feel like you need to get your affairs in order. Take that how that resonates, whether it be legal documents, yeah. Take it how it resonates. But I really feel like you're being called out. With the Star, the Fool, Death, the Five of Wands, and the Moon. You know, when you have people around you that don't understand the change that you're making, you're going to have a lot of conflict. And that might be the other reason that's holding you back. You don't want to let some of the people you need to let go. And I understand that. It hurts. Oh my gosh, does it hurt. And it really does feel like dying when you have to rip yourself from the people that you love. Does it mean that you don't love them? Absolutely not. It just means that there's something that you gotta do. You might look like a fool to them. They're not gonna understand it, but it's not their mission. It is your mission. You are the one who needs to understand it. You are the one that needs to do it. You are the one that's being called out. You can always go back and talk to them because you have the Four of Wands here. You'll see them again. You're going to celebrate. When they figure out what it is that you're trying to do, they'll celebrate with you. And you'll have the bounty. You'll have the bounty. You'll be celebrating. And you'll have so much. You'll be able to give back, but I really feel like you need to start giving now. Whatever it is that you have to offer the world, give it now. You know, I really struggled, and I was asking God, like, am I really supposed to do this? Like, who's going to listen to me? What? Who am I? Why should anyone listen? Is it because you understand? You've been there. You've been there. So, I'm doing my little part. Everybody can do their little part. There are billions of people that want a little encouragement, that need to hear from God. They want to know someone hears them, cares, that they're not alone. And there's a variety of readers for every demographic. You will always have somebody that you can help. There will always be somebody. You might not know them, you might not meet them, you may never ever find out that you actually did anything good. All that matters is that you obeyed. Let's see if there's any last final things, Father God. Any last advice, tips, or things we need to be aware of. Two of Wands in the world. Yeah. You got the world in your hand when it comes to the Two of Wands, and you got the world right here. Like the world is yours. You just got to choose it. You just got to choose it. You just got to choose to say yes. Choose to say, I will. I will answer the call. I will help the masses. All right, y'all. That's all that I have for tonight. I hope that helps somebody, and I understand you're not alone. Just breathe and trust. Just breathe and trust. And you got this. I'll talk to y'all later.